What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I went out for the first time this year. I went to Level Up downtown. And I had a good time. But my thing is, oh my God, this is my thing, okay? Don't nobody want booty juice and...
Is that a song?
No, I'm just saying. Just swing dicks and... Hey, I'm sorry I got to start off so early talking like this. They got the dances, which is fine.
Like strippers?
Right,
Okay.
but they're walking around on the table where people have their drinks and stuff. I don't like that. Maybe when I was younger, I thought it was cute and everything.
But the older you get.
Yeah, now I'm just like, hold up. You just stepping over, like, people walking up, stepping over counters. That's, no. And nobody's wiping nothing down. Okay? So just think you sitting your cup down, you got your cup in your hand, and I didn't wear a mask. Everything maskless now. Everybody, I didn't see anybody with a mask on. And I looked at our numbers for COVID. Our COVID numbers are, I think in the state of Pennsylvania or in this area, it's less than 100 cases. So, like a day. So, which is good. This is great. That a lot of people are vaccinated, and a lot of us are vaccinated here. Thank God. So, but I really enjoyed myself. I went over to Taboo. I walked around downtown. There's a lot of people out, and somebody got stretchered. Took them out on a stretcher. They had too much to drink. I've seen people, but this was just like stuff coming out their mouth, and somebody's holding them and just sitting down. Then I don't know why I was recording, but I recorded them, putting them on an ambulance and taking them away.
I don't know why you recorded that either.
Those days for me are over. But it was just like, wow, this is really still going on. And they got a lot of the streets blocked off. And then I went into the sex store to see who was there. And, it was just fun to just be back downtown. It was just good. And I think that things are getting back to normal. Or they already been back to normal, not just now joining the party. But I had a good time. How was your weekend?
I worked. That's what I did. I was about to say,
what weekend?
Yeah, I was at work.
Okay. So everyone watching, I want to say thank y'all because y'all liked that video. I think it was like the last time I looked, it was like 1,300 likes. So we're going to try to get you guys to keep clicking that thumbs up button, which is right beneath this video, or maybe even leave a comment. Leave a comment down below. Thumbs up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we should be back with a new podcast this week. So again, make sure y'all listening on Apple Music, on Google Play, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, except for Spotify and somewhere. I think what's that other one they was talking about? It's not on. I can't stream something. It's not on one of them. But yeah, we're everywhere. You can download it. If you have Android, go to Google Play. If you have Apple, listen to Apple Podcasts. I think just to make it just real simple. Listen on there. And I want to say thank you to those who have been listening. And if you have any questions for us, send it to thescorpionshow@gmail.com. You will see the link down below where you can send it to. Now, before spring has sprung, happy spring and everything.
I didn't even realize it was the first day of spring yesterday.
It didn't feel like the first day of spring. Saturday could have gave it to me.
But it was still nice. Yeah, it was nice yesterday. It just was a little breezy. But it was, I will tell you this. When I walked into church yesterday, it was packed. And I'm like, is it a holiday? No, it's not a holiday.
No. Just
and all those people in there were members. And there probably was about 3 or 4 visitors. And I'm like, wow, where the hell y'all been at? Like, damn.
It's time to get back to normal.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow, so a lot of people here.
Now, how do y'all, like, at church, everybody's still spaced out and everything?
Well, it's like when COVID first started, in our chapel building, we were doing every other row. Now we're not doing every other row anymore. We're doing every other seat in each row.
Okay.
Now, if you come in there and y'all together, of course, sitting next to each other. But at this point now,
right.
I'm just trying to figure out why we still even doing that.
Yeah, and I'm sure all of y'all the older people are vaccinated.
Well, actually, 90% of my church is vaccinated. Because you remember last year when my church and like a few other churches here in West Philly got together with Penn Hospital, and Penn Hospital organized the few churches in West Philly to get vaccinated, and so they all got vaccinated. It was like a Saturday or something. They all got vaccinated. I was already vaccinated, so I didn't go down there with them. So yeah, all the members from
got to get boosted. I haven't got a booster.
I haven't gotten boosted either, but since I had COVID, I was just like, well, I had it, and
yeah, I'm just gonna be careful because I think it's just something we living with, and hopefully no new, what they call them, variants or strains.
The only reason why I haven't gotten boosted, I got COVID, for a few days in December.
Everybody did.
But then I also got the flu shot and all those shots like in November when I started the new job. Mm-hmm. So, and I was just like, yeah, this is too many shots at one time. I'm vaccinated and I gotta get so this booster shot is just gonna have to fucking wait. Yeah. So that's a choice that I'm making if I want to get boosted or not. Right. So yeah.
Yeah, like I haven't heard like no outbreaks at my job because I mean, when December came, bitch, everybody was going. I hadn't. It was like literally 3 weeks into the new year when I seen like people I saw 2 days after Christmas. Like it was, I was like, oh, maybe everybody got sick.
Yeah, that Christmas time was when a lot of people caught COVID because that's when I caught it. That's when I caught it, and I couldn't believe it. Oh, it was the chills and the headache that did it for me.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to say something. First of all, I know Jazmine Sullivan was here on Friday. I wish I would have had tickets to go to this show.
I wish I would have known.
Yeah,
because I didn't even know.
It was so, but it's been so out. Like I honestly underestimated Jazmine, and because like most people they'll go to the TLA or whatever, but she's been like on tour, and I was like, well, she'll be in Philly. It'll be enough tickets to get. Bitch, it was sold out.
You know what I think helped her? She came out with an album, right? Recently. And then, remember, last year at the Super Bowl, she performed the national anthem. And it really, I mean, those of us who know Jazmine, we know the girl can sing. So, but I think it just really like, damn, she actually sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl and she killed it.
Yes.
And she sang it live. But then it's Jazmine Sullivan. She doesn't need to pre-record anything. She just got up there and sang it live. I mean, I think this is what really those were one of the factors like, wow, yeah, she needed her to go on tour.
Yes.
And she did. And
people have been talking about this album, like all her albums. Yeah. I don't think she has a bad album.
Right.
I just wish that one song with Meek Mill wasn't on that album because I always skip that song and start from the second song. I never start from the first song. But yeah, Jazmine was here. From the videos I saw, she killed it. And everybody had a good time. So,
What theater was she at?
She was at the Met.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Met.
And there's no bad seat in the Met. We've been there when Cynthia Erivo was there. And it's literally no bad. I mean, even if you're at the top, if you're on the side, there's no bad seat. And everybody seemed to enjoy themselves. Everybody gave her flowers, which was good to see. So shout out to Jazmine Sullivan. I really wish that I could have been there because I would have loved to talk about that show. But yeah, just shout out to her. She's only going to be on tour for another month or so, or whatever ticket dates are left. So if you get a chance, get your tickets. Please go and support Jazmine. Then I read that, after this point, I really stopped caring. After we said what we said about Jussie Smollett, like I was ready to just...
leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. Move on. We all have our opinions.
Right.
Some people just saying, and it'll be your own kind. Or some people now, everybody's saying, everybody's saying the same thing, including Miss Tina Knowles and girl. What they saying? Basically, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. He shouldn't have went to jail.
Now he shouldn't have lied.
Right.
Because nobody's saying that. They're all blaming the justice system for Jussie lying.
Yeah, they don't set it up for us. They don't like us. Right. They want to give us more jail time. I'm like, but this man lied. And
nobody's talking about that.
No.
He was sending fake letters to Fox Entertainment for months. Right. Nobody's talking about that.
No.
Everybody's mad at the justice system.
Yeah, they saying because if he was white, but he didn't kill anybody.
Right.
He lied. And then those people that they doing Kyle Rittenhouse, that man went. Now I'm not defending him.
No.
But I'm gonna say this: that man went on trial. He cried. He got his tears, and
that jury
they found him not guilty.
Don't be mad at Kyle Rittenhouse. Be mad at the jurors. Yeah. But then you also got to be mad at the
state laws,
the laws in that state. You got to be mad at the lawyers who didn't do their due diligence. You got to be mad. Don't be mad at him, because we all agreed that Kyle Rittenhouse should be in jail.
Yeah, and one of the defendants on that case,
not the defendant. Yeah, he was the defendant.
No. He was the defendant, but the prosecution, when the defendant's side was pressing, he got one of the witnesses to admit that he was the aggressor.
Right.
And then the judge, the prosecutor was like, oh my God. Right. Oh my God, we done lost this case. Oh my God, we done lost. Okay? So I'm not defending him. But we got to pick better situations. Do not do Emmett Till.
Right.
Y'all got to find better situations to do that. Maybe y'all should compare them to the Karens that I'm saying, oh my God, he made me cry, he attacked me, all of that. They need to go to jail too.
Right.
The ones that be making up shit.
Yep.
Yes, they all need to go to jail for lying, because you could have got this black man killed.
That's right.
Because you know these cops, they shoot first and ask questions later, especially when it's this color. But find a way to dissolve a lot of situations when it comes to people that look like them. Or, they tase them. Not, okay, let me shoot and kill them when they're non-threatening. So we do have a lot going on. But at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Whatever's going to happen with Jussie is going to happen.
And then he's not even in jail.
No, he's not in jail. He was released. And he would have been released after 75 days of good behavior.
Right.
So that was
he went to jail.
2 months and a half.
But he didn't want to serve no days.
Because everybody, it doesn't fit the crime. This is abuse. I just don't agree. It's
like this. He lied and did all this stuff. Mm-hmm. He got, court and whatever the case may be, and he got sentenced. And everybody is focusing on the sentencing. Right. Nobody's focusing on the part that caused the sentencing, which was he lied. Mm-hmm. No, it's like he almost never even lied.
Yeah, everybody like his reputation already fucked up. It's done. His career is over. Yeah. That's not the case.
I wish it worked like that for all of us.
Yeah.
I wish I could go to a courtroom and just cry my way
They sound like free Boo Boo, free Ray. He didn't do it. Mm-hmm. A lot of y'all sound like that. I hope y'all know that.
They know it.
But I just feel like he shouldn't have lied, and he played on America's heartstring because you are a celebrity. So of course they're going to hold you to a higher standard. And yes. They did what they did. Some people agree, some people don't. I'm one of the people that agree. Put his ass in jail.
You know what's so crazy?
It wasn't like they said 2 years.
You know what's so crazy? Because Jussie Smollett cried his way out of prison. And yet, Felicity Huffman and Aunt Becky, both of them had to go to jail for lying about their daughter's college entrance. They went and didn't cry not one time.
No.
Because they knew
they did their time and they came out.
You know who else? Martha Stewart.
Yes.
She went to prison.
And she committed she was lying too.
Yeah. Didn't cry.
Made friends. I remember she made friends.
Taught the prisoners how to do all types of culinary arts. None of those white women cried. Mm-hmm. I said that, and people, you can't compare, because Martha Stewart went to a plush prison.
He was in protective custody.
Prison is prison.
Yeah.
And somebody came out and said, first of all, I'm from West Virginia, and I guarantee you, with the prison she went to wasn't plush at all. I said, I know that's the fuck right.
Listen, I don't want to go to jail.
Period.
Okay.
All of those women committed a crime. They were sentenced, and they served their time. Jussie Smollett actually went to court, started crying, and got out and didn't have to serve no time.
Right.
Now, who did the system work for? But you know what? Don't say it, Mikkel. Don't say it.
I don't want you to.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. Because I've been saying it to people, but I'm not going to say it publicly. But all I'm going to say is, Jussie Smollett used a certain side of him that got him off of.
Oh, his white side?
Yeah.
And his family, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rox made a statement.
He did. I'm sorry, but he did.
Yeah.
He did. He played that Karen card, and he played it well. And a lot of you black folks out here who were defending him and saying, this is an injustice, y'all are so stupid, because he was playing into that white side, and y'all didn't even realize that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
And because first it was, because he's black, and then it was because he's gay. Because that's what the brothers now saying.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
The brothers now saying
the jail
because Jussie was saying, "Oh, because I'm black."
Yeah,
but now the brothers say, "Oh, because he's gay."
I haven't heard anybody be homophobic,
except for the supposed men that were out in the snowstorm.
Yeah. None of these straight black men, I don't see them defending Jussie. I don't know.
None of these straight black men care.
No,
they don't care.
No, but they wouldn't have been out there for him, fighting for him, if something would have happened to him. No. Really happened to him. They wouldn't have been out there fighting like they be doing for other people. But Rox put it up, just like you said, on my Forest Rock. Shout out to Rox. She put, "This is what privilege looks like. Jussie was born to a successful, established black family, and they feel the good of their name is supposed to excuse the behavior. The audacity that someone who has parents who actively worked as civil rights activists will be locked up is beyond what they can fathom. It's sickening." And that's why you see all of them defending him. Even though he lied, they all came out as one. They all got their masks and black glasses and Black Panthers.
That's right. Yeah. How about it? How about it? Because it reminded me of what, 2003, 2004? When Michael showed up. Because I was in high school when that happened. So you had to be around during that time when that happened. You remember that when they was all showing up to court with them black glasses? Janet, the mom, the dad, Jermaine, all of them.
They were all coordinated.
They were all perfectly coordinated on how to go to court.
Yes.
Okay.
So Jussie is still fighting, even though he lied.
The Smollett family pulled a page right out of the Jackson family book.
Because I don't know none of them. They just look alike. I only know Journey and Jussie. And one more. Is it Journey Smollett?
It's Adventure Smollett.
They all
Smollett. Jussie Smollett.
Did we say, Journey? Yeah. Journey and Jussie. That's it. And I barely knew Jussie.
Yeah.
Like, I seen him in a movie.
I found out he was on Empire.
Right. But I seen him in a movie. He was pretty good.
See, we've known Journey all these years because Journey's been acting since the 90s.
Yeah, it's a movie called, it's about Patrick Ian Polk. And it's about these college friends that get together. And Dustin is in it, Dustin Ross. And Dustin Ross actually plays his boyfriend. But the name of it is killing me because I can't remember the name. But it was on Netflix for a while. And he got a couple of songs that he sang on there and stuff like that. But Empire is what pushed Jussie into the limelight. And everybody loved him. And then the songs that he came out with, and it was just him being himself and being gay. And, you had some haters, but he went as far as the BET Awards and performed. Like, Jussie was doing things, but I guess he wanted to be
even bigger.
Yeah.
You just can't, some people cannot, they can't accept what God has given them. So they gotta, oh no, God, you ain't give me enough. I want this now. He wanted that successful, entertaining career that his sister had all these years. But see, his sister put in a lot of time. Because his sister's been acting, like I said, since the 90s. Yeah, they all she was a little kid. Because I remember that episode of Martin that she was on, the Christmas special, when Martin went to that school. And that was like in 1993, 94, okay? His sister's been in the game for nearly 30 years. She paid her dues, Jussie. Okay? You can't try to just come out and then shoot to what your sister's been doing, because that's exactly what he wanted. Yeah. And now look, it backfired on his ass. Yeah. And I still believe that his career will never take off the way it did with Empire until he comes out and admits that he lied. Other than that, nobody's going to be hiring him except for people like, these gay film artists, filmmakers, which is nothing wrong with that. But those are the only people that's going to really hire him. Yeah. And because they feel sorry for him.
I think he's redeemable because, a lot of these celebrities, especially mine was, they get out there, they make a fool of themselves, they get drunk on camera, say all kind of anti-Semitic stuff, and they still get to make movies and do all of that.
Yeah, but that isn't true for a lot of people today. Because look at Mel Gibson. You ain't spending
something after his daughter put that video out. He's still in stuff.
But when's the last time you actually heard Mel Gibson's name?
I don't know, but he's still...
What is he in?
Go Google it, because he's been in stuff.
What? What big stuff?
But he still be working.
Because I don't see nothing with Mel Gibson. And Mel Gibson was somebody that you saw all the fucking time on TV.
Look at his Wikipedia and see when the last time he worked.
No, I'm going to go to his IMDb or whatever.
He's still working.
Where did these movies come out?
Let's say 2022. Look at all that. Look at all these jobs. The fuck you talking about? Look at all them jobs since then. Bitch. Come on.
These must be straight to Hulu movies.
Look, I don't know what they are, but
I've never seen these.
Been working, okay?
I've never seen these movies. I've never seen them, Mel. I've never. The last movie I seen of his in the theaters was Passion of the Christ. Right. And that was years ago.
20 years ago.
A long time ago.
Yes.
20. A long fucking time ago. Where have you... What?
He is working.
Oh my God. Yes, he is, Kevin. Look at that. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. He came out with a movie every fucking year.
Yeah. Sometimes they forgive you, but everybody loves a good comeback. That's one thing America loves. And maybe Jussie can have that. It's just, I'm just mad that
I'm not saying that he can't have it. I think that he needs to admit that he did wrong.
Yeah, and he made that, when he was in court, he made it look like an Empire episode. I am not suicidal. If anything happens to me, somebody did.
See, Mel Gibson, he had no choice but to admit that he was wrong because it was caught on camera. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? But he admitted he was wrong.
Right.
And clearly he's been making movies
And look at Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan got caught in his own house on video.
In his own house.
Talking about a black man that could be with his daughter. Look
that can't be with his daughter.
Yeah, that can't be with his daughter. Yes. Unless he's 7 feet tall.
Playing basketball.
Making millions of dollars.
Ain't that horrible?
Yeah. And he was saying the N-word.
Yeah, Kevin, I know. I saw it. Yeah. I saw the video.
And they removed him from the Hall of Fame. After many apologies, they brought Hulk Hogan back. But let me tell you something. When it comes to people like that, you can't change their mindset. You can't change how they think.
No.
That will never change. Because in the back of their mind, that's how they will.
That's how they feel.
Yeah. And we all have our prejudiceness. We all have it. It's just, you know, like we all look at where they come from, how they act, all this. It's just inbred in us when we're young. Oh, you can't do this around this type of people. You can't say that. Be careful because you know everybody like to step in the back. It's like listen. We all live it. We all live it. So y'all know what I'm talking about. You got to be careful not to be the angry person, or you're looked at as you're aggressive. They're thinking you're being aggressive when you're just speaking your mind and saying how you feel. Oh, I think you were aggressive with me and all this and that. And they go behind your back and go to HR and all that. You gotta be careful, especially when you're dealing with people that don't look like you. You really do, and y'all can get mad. It's the truth. It really is the truth. And one of my friends experiences it all the time, and I'm just hearing, like, he be telling me so many stories, and they always think you're being aggressive. One thing is you're dark skinned. 2, they know your tea. 3,
you speak.
How dare you talk to me like that?
Right. Well, you know they you know that's how they feel about me at work. They say, you know, and my boss told me, the girl who just called me, you said, she told me a few months ago, she said, you know, Mikkel, people in our department don't like you because you speak your mind. And they can't take that you speak your mind. I said, well, I can't help that they don't like me. But I ain't going to let nobody come in here and talk to me like I'm 5.
Right. You can't. You
cannot.
cannot.
Because then people try to get over on you. And she told me, my boss said it to me a few years ago too. He said, you know, a lot of people just feel like you're really, really, and they don't know how to take you. I said, well, they ain't supposed to take me. I'm here to do a job.
Yeah, and do your job well.
And see, I'm one of those people that I don't play with people. Because that's how I was taught. You know, my mom told me a long time ago, you let people try to get over on you one time or talk to you any kind of way one time, they'll keep doing it. Because they'll think that it's okay to do.
And it's not.
And it's not.
Okay.
It's not. It's not okay. So, you know, I tell people all the time, I don't party with people from work. I don't, you know, the 2 people that I was cool with at work, they no longer work at my job. So everybody at my job now, well, I'm cool with, you know, somebody else in my new department. Well, she and I have been cool since I started there. Right. But as far as everybody else, it's like, y'all just people who work here. Hi, how you doing? And, you know, no, don't invite me over to your house because I'm never going to come.
Yeah, I mean,
you're never going to come over mine.
I've done that.
I just have a different way of looking at things. Don't invite me to your house because I'm never going to come. You're never going to come to mine. Yeah.
You know what? I've been friend zoned by a coworker recently.
You know?
Yeah, I was like, you know, we can all go out and all.
You got. I just feel like you gotta be careful because the same thing you said with that. We had an I didn't have an incident, but I remember when I was working somewhere else some years ago. My friend was working there as well, and I'll never forget. He threw a party for himself.
Yes, you told me.
And I didn't go. Now I've known him before he started working at this job, but I didn't go because he invited half the people in his department, and I was just like, oh no, those are the type of people I would never see myself being out with.
They're the ones that be talking.
Well, honey, a few days later after the party, I was in a whole nother department talking to people, and one of the people brought it up. Oh, what? I heard about your friend at his party, and I'm like, what? What happened? Like, cause I don't. Well, I heard he was doing this and he was that, and people was just saying like they was shocked, they ain't know, and they was like, oh, is he just that? And I'm like, I called him. I said, this is why I told you, because them motherfuckers that you barely know, that you think are your friends at work, then came back to work and told all these people who weren't even at the party about you at your party.
Let me tell you.
Oh, he was so heartbroken, but I said, Mikkel's been working here way longer than you, so I know these people. So you should have listened to me when I told you don't invite them, but you didn't. That's why I didn't go.
Now, I went to one co-worker's house. Now, I didn't want to go to this party anyway, but I went for one of my friends because they was doing this birthday there. And I'm one of the people that was talking about things that happened afterwards because, first of all, when you have a party, you need to have cups. You need to have plates.
You need to have the essentials.
Right, and that wasn't there. And I'm like, I'm not drinking out your cup in your house. No. I want a plastic cup that I want to drink from. So I went and I got the stuff that they need, some of the things that they needed. But then,
because there's always a then.
Imagine you got food everywhere, all over the table, and they got a cat. And the cat is hopping up on the table.
Oh no! Because you know that's a normal thing. But you know that's a normal thing for them. And you know why? Because if the cat felt comfortable doing that while they're the guests, that means that the cat does that on a regular.
Yes.
I'm not even going to say something, but I'm just going to say this. So my aunt has a friend who does that. And my aunt said, oh, no, I would never eat out of her house because her cat does this, that, and the third. And I said, ew. She said, yes, it's disgusting.
I said, I had to grab the cat one time because he was always near the chicken. He almost got to the chicken.
Kevin. You know I can't eat around cats. I've never eaten around a cat. I can't. Well, see, you can because you have.
I wish I had a cat.
Yeah, I've never. I can't. Like when we were younger and we had a cat, my mom would always put the cat in like the basement away from me because I've never been able to eat around them. As a matter of fact, I need to do something real quick, y'all, because I need y'all to hear something real quick. Because it's just, I've never done it ever in my life. Like cats, I'll start.
Don't do that.
I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Oh, she didn't answer. But yeah, I can't. No. A kitten, a cat, nothing. You got to put the cat in another room before I can start actually putting food in my mouth. Wow. Because cats will come over and start looking. Dogs? I can eat in front of a dog. Because I love dogs.
Yeah, dogs, you can feed a dog. Yeah. Dogs eat anything you give them.
Yeah, I love dogs. Like my dog, when God rest her soul, she would come and I would be eating chicken and I would take some and throw it to her or whatever. Or sometimes I would take some chicken and take the meat, take the skin off and put the meat in her, put it up in her dog food, and she would fuck that chicken up.
You know you can't eat around Nina because she want a piece of your chicken. Always asking for the tips. You know you get the tips. That's the way.
There's this lady at my church that likes the tips.
I don't know what that's all about.
And she'll eat the tips after you finish eating. I'm like, hey, you want this after I just ate all of this chicken? Yeah, give it to me.
Give me the tips.
Oh. That is disgusting.
I don't want to keep chewing on the bone of a chicken.
Yeah, because they say there's still meat in there, but let that meat stay in there.
Yes. What do you have to do after work? I mean, after here.
Go to work. Did you not hear me just tell my coworker?
I don't be paying attention.
Oh, like yeah. I just say I'm coming here as soon as I leave out of here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because technically I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. But I came Well, I came because I'm not 100% sure if I can come on Thursday. I have to go to work and look at the schedule to make sure I can come on Thursday.
We're gonna have to change the schedule. I'm gonna need just your schedule so I can set up today.
See, but that's the thing because it doesn't stay the same every week. It's a different type of thing, and we make our own schedule. But I make my schedule that is because I work 3 days out of the week, 12-hour days, and I work every third weekend. I make my schedule fit for. it has to fit, because then I'll be in there like 3 days in a row, and I still have another job that I have to do. So, but yeah, I'll let you know when I go to work to see the schedule, because
that's all my coworkers want me to work. I'm not. Listen, I mean, I could do a 12-hour day, but that 8 o'clock stuff, that's out. Like,
yeah,
I think it's out. Now, when I was doing extra stuff for Vegas and stuff, like, okay, yeah, I'll do it 6 to 8, but it be tiring sometimes, and like, I don't want to.
Well, yeah, I worked my other job yesterday, Sunday, well, this weekend, and when I came home, I went home. I woke up today at 11 o'clock. I was so tired. And see, this week we have the state coming, which is called, they call it Joint Commission. Everything. So the hospitals, when Joint Commission comes, you know, because you know a lot of hospitals, for those of you that work in a hospital, you know, I don't know, but I know here we call them J-Code, Joint Commission, whatever the case may be. When they come basically surveying the hospital, make sure things are clean, make sure things are the way it's supposed to be, make sure things ain't out of place, and they will fine you and cite you if they come and see that certain things, you know what I mean? So this is that week that we have to be. That's why I said I'm not even really supposed to be.
Where they supposed to be doing shit they should have been doing year round.
Exactly. Exactly, Kevin. You hit the nail on the fucking head.
Yeah.
There's a light fixture that's been out since October, but because Joint Commission is coming, now you want to get that bulb changed. That doorknob ain't been working on that door since July.
Well, that's the fire hazard. Oh,
yeah.
This is that.
That bookshelf's been sitting in front of that exit sign since May. That cart's been sitting in front of that fire hazard, that fire door, since June. Now they here. Oh, we got to move this.
Yeah.
We should have moved it months ago. I've been aggravated. Moving shit here and there. And still got dirty shit down the hall.
And y'all gotta spray all of this stuff and mop and all of that?
No, I don't have to do any of that. The people who do that have to do that. I don't do that.
So what, are you just supervising, telling them what to do?
No, I basically have to get stuff like the stuff that I have to do. I have to make sure it's in order. But then you got to remember too, Kevin. I work in 2 different departments in one hospital, so I'm kind of like
pull both ways. Lord.
Pour it both fucking ways. And then they're coming Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'll be there Wednesday and Friday. That's why I said I have to make sure about Thursday.
Right.
So I'm going to really be over it.
So D.L. Hughley.
So I think for y'all that know the word of prayer,
you'll be okay. D.L. Hughley, he made his comments about the Kanye West thing while he was on Vlad TV. Of course, D.L. Hughley said his thing. Steve Harvey came out and said his thing, defending D.L. Hughley.
What did he say?
Basically, he was saying, like, we from the old school. You don't think that we don't whip ass. Like, y'all new rappers and all this and that. You know Steve Harvey. I'm sure if Steve Harvey wanted to call some people, he could call some people. But I'm hoping that all of this don't get to that. Like, everybody's... I mean, everybody's going to have an opinion about the situation. And I do think that it's stalkerish, it's harassment, it's a lot of things that Kanye West is doing.
Yeah.
That
if you and I did it, people would be calling for us to either be in jail or for the woman to have a protective order. Yeah, I posted that on Facebook maybe about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
If it was one of us, people who are defending Kanye would be telling everybody, he's crazy, you need an order of protection. But because it's Kanye West, and because Kanye West is crazy, but he's also brilliant, by putting out that documentary on Netflix that now has everybody pulling at their heartstrings.
I didn't watch
Kanye.
it.
You know I didn't watch it. My coworker said, "Oh, did you watch this?" I said, "Fuck no," because I don't care for him. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah, don't ask me about no Kanye West. He's crazy.
I just think that in a lot of these situations, women that get with men like this, some end up being dead. Like one of my friends, the nephews, their mother was murdered in front of them. A couple months ago, just shot up after school. He called the sister, "I want to kill her right now." And they heard the gunshots because it wasn't too far away. Like, people are crazy out here. And I would hate for anybody to be in any type of abusive relationship, let alone any of my family members. Because you got to get away. Y'all got to go.
Look what
like,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm just, you know how I feel about that. I don't like it. I've seen it, not with my mother, but I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never allow any of my family members or any men in my family to be out here hitting women and abusing them.
Or not even just hitting, but to verbally abuse them, stalk them, harass them. Look what he did a month or two ago when he came out with that music video with the animated version of Pete Davidson getting like, hello?
Yeah.
And nobody thinks that's crazy?
Yeah. And I'm glad Pete stood up for himself finally.
And then there are people actually trying to say, oh, well, I can't blame Kanye, we gotta blame Kim.
Yeah.
Blame her for what? Because she actually married this crazy ass man?
Yeah, but you know what though? I think that maybe it could be too early for Kim to be dating because he's kind of like the rebound, and then he's getting branded with Kim's name. Yeah. I don't know what it is about them. Like, girl, I mean, damn.
Well, you know what, Kevin? It may be too early for us, but we don't really necessarily know when the marriage ended.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they probably were done for a long time, but we didn't really know.
Yeah, and now he's saying that Kim is too busy and he wants full custody. Bitch, you're busy and she's busy.
Right.
And I don't never see him talk about the other children. I don't hear him talk about North.
Then he's on the because North is the oldest, and North is doing her thing on TikTok, and she is. But then he had the audacity the other day to talk about, oh yeah, because she's letting the nanny raise our kids, and I'm like, the same nanny that was there when you were there,
right?
Because you didn't have a problem with the nanny doing her job when you were there.
Yeah. And then he calls Trevor Noah a coon in so many words in his little Instagram post. Mm-hmm. Then the Grammys like, oh no, you're coming for our host. So now you won't be able to perform here.
Oh, the Grammys told him that?
Yes, Kanye can't come to the Grammys. He can't perform or anything.
And Trevor Noah said I didn't say cancel Kanye. I said counsel, not cancel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
See what happens when you put your foot in your mouth?
Mm-hmm. And Trevor Noah did a whole segment about it. Like everybody is talking about this. Like it's really getting out of hand. And then Kanye falling out with people. Oh, you won't be on this album. I'm not working with you no more. Like, girl, sit the fuck down.
Wait a minute. Can I say something real quick, Kevin? Because I know I've been saying stuff. But let me just say this.
Yeah.
To those of you that are defending Kanye has been showing his ass for years. I think dating all the way back to what he did to Taylor Swift. Hello? Mm-hmm. Even when you had the president of the United States, Barack Obama, called him a jackass. That should have been a clear signal that something wasn't right. When Barack Obama called him a jackass while sitting in the White House. He's a jackass. Hello? That should have been clear. Off the record. That's off the record, but on the record. He's a jackass. Hello? When the president of the United States calls him you should be... But now we're going to fast forward. Mm-hmm. Kanye West has publicly humiliated... Big Sean recently, he's publicly humiliated. I think it was Kid Cudi. He just keeps humiliating all of these different artists and saying all these crazy things about them, and people are just eating it up and thinking that it's funny.
They see no wrong.
This is stalkerish behavior. This is harassment. Years ago, people like this would actually, not even years ago, but there are cases where people like this have actually killed people. Mm-hmm. People like Kanye have that. And you know what's so crazy? Oh, Kanye's not, he wouldn't kill or hurt nobody. But then that's the same thing that people said about Ted Bundy. Mm-hmm. Ted Bundy was a polished, looked like an average Joe walking down the street. But then when he was out here killing women for years, and people didn't believe it because they couldn't see Ted Bundy killing people. Mm-hmm. They couldn't see it. Mm-hmm. Not Ted Bundy. You know what I mean? Like, these are the people.
Man, going to somebody they got human body parts in the face.
That was here. Remember, Ted Bundy was living in University City here in Philly, and he had in his apartment one of them old traveling trunks where dead bodies.
I couldn't imagine. And the stench. Move on.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, Kanye. I just don't see it for him, man. And y'all be paying all that money just for rags. I would never. But, you know, Kanye, the way y'all canceled Chrisette Michelle should have been the same way y'all did Kanye
West, that's right.
And y'all didn't.
My sister and her boyfriend are big fans of Kanye West. And they don't talk about Kanye West around me because they know how I feel.
Yeah.
When my sister was going to like different stuff
her the other day.
She wouldn't even tell me that she was going to a Kanye West show because she knows how, oh, you going to his show? Oh, okay.
Where was she going when she was in that red?
Atlantic City. That's where Beanie Siegel and all them, they had a shop down there.
She looked really good.
Yeah. Well, she actually did a photo shoot, and I can't show anybody. I can't show anybody because.
What's that?
Wait, I gotta show you. Because the pictures haven't come out yet. But she did a photo shoot. Because I wanted to wait to show you. I can't wait till I'm able to post the pictures.
Go back. Over.
I can't wait.
She looks beautiful. What is it for? You can't say.
Well, years ago, remember when Jeremiah and all them used to model? My sister and this girl right here were like the two top models of that thing that they used to go to. Well, they haven't modeled with each other in over 15 years. And this is Rara's 16th anniversary of him making clothes. Yeah. So he used the two top models from years ago when...
I wanted to make.
And this was the first time they actually did something together in over 15 years. So it was really nice. Because my sister, they used to call her White Barbie and my sister Black Barbie. And that's, you know, how everybody, and they were the top two, and for them to come back together to do this, it was really, really iconic. Mm-hmm. It was really iconic. So yeah.
That's some red carpet.
Yeah, he did a good job. And I can't post the stuff yet because, you know, it's an official photo shoot, so I can't post it until he tells me.
All right. So yeah, after 31 years, Maury Povich is leaving daytime television.
Which, by the way, I thought about this the other day when I saw the announcement.
Right.
Maury Povich actually could stay on forever because you always have these "you are not the father" cases.
Right. Yeah.
So he really doesn't have to go anywhere.
No, he could go to Netflix. He can go to YouTube.
But I guess he probably said he's old now, and he's been old for a long time.
He's in his 80s. Yeah. He looks damn good to be in his 80s. Mm-hmm. And he's sane. All you got to do is stand there and ask questions and say, you are not the father.
Well, you got to think about it, too. In 2022,
he's probably tired.
Your 70s and 80s is not really that old.
No.
Because of the fact, well, it's old, but look how these people are looking in their 70s and 80s. They're looking good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Prime example, look at our first lady. She's 70 years old, but she doesn't look it. You know, she looks good for her age. You got a lot of people who are older and they're keeping up with themselves. You know, Maury's been keeping up with himself. Him hanging around these young black... Not black. I didn't mean to say black. Him hanging around these young people who are getting on his show and acting a plumb fool, that's keeping him youthful. Because he's loving it.
Yeah. Like, I like his show, but I mean, it never really changed except for... It really could have been called "You Are Not the Father" or "Are You the Father?"
Well, that's what it became after a while. Because remember, years ago, they used to have different topics on the show. But then it just simply became, I'm not the father type of show.
Right. But I do think that there is a place in daytime television for...
Stuff like that.
Yeah. And stuff we grew up watching, like when Ricky Lake had different type of guests. Mm-hmm. Charles Perez... Even Sally, we need to see it. We don't see. So you got Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz. I think he canceled his show. But everybody is so positive. Like, we need a little ratchetness. Like, I'm going to call this. I don't know how long Jennifer Hudson's show is going to last, but I don't think it's going to go past season 1. I don't know who's asking for a Jennifer Hudson television show. Why? I don't even know about Sherry Shepherd's show, but I mean, they like her. You know, it'll be something to replace. But we need to bring, I think we need to bring more reality back to a little bit of daytime. Just, you know, I don't know. I just think it would be good. Like people from TikTok, let me start giving all my ideas for somebody to take that shit.
It's a shame
but I think daytime TV could be better.
But you know what I would like to see is a reunion. Because I would like to see all of them on one stage together. Sally, Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, Maury, Montel Williams, Oprah. I would like to see all of them because they were the the staples of daytime television. You know what I mean? You watched all those shows, and then Oprah kind of ended it at the end of the day at 4 o'clock. Well, I don't know, but I know here in Philly she came on at 4 o'clock,
right.
And I know that because I used to watch her every day after school. Mm-hmm. Okay,
yeah,
I would miss at least probably the first 5 minutes because I would just be getting in the house from school.
Yeah.
But 4 o'clock, from 4 to 5, it was Oprah.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's all you knew. Yeah, Channel 6.
Yep,
Oprah. Then you get ready for Action News.
That's right.
Then
the lottery.
The lottery. Then Jeopardy.
Yep.
Wheel of Fortune.
Then Wheel of Fortune. That's right.
Yeah. That was channel, like it was locked on Channel 6. Yep. I watched some little. I mean, I watched like 57 and 17 for some reruns of some shows.
And then they also had the after school cartoons like Gargoyles and Darkwing Duck and Tiny Toon Adventures and Chippendales. Yes. They had all that after
even
school.
Even the Power Rangers after school. Yeah. If you miss Power Rangers in the afternoon, you can watch the 7:30 that morning. The next morning. That was before everything is news.
Right.
Like, damn. Y'all wake up at 4 a.m. and report the news till 10. It's not that much news.
Yeah, because they keep repeating the same thing.
Right, every 30 minutes.
All I need is a good hour of it, and then I'm done.
Excuse me. Yeah.
It's not what it used to be. Like, you had cartoons after school. You don't watch what?
I don't watch Fox 29 no more. You remember how I always used to watch Fox 29? Yeah. I don't watch Fox 29. I'm a Channel 6 guy now. Mm-hmm. In the morning, they give me what I need. They put an occasional joke, and they go about their business, and I go to work. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm done with Fox 29. Then
what happened? Because
as I got older, stuff changed. Then sometimes I don't like Steve Kelly in the morning. Like, he'll always, like, I feel like he just always hit with the murder. But I don't never see him on any of those specials that Fox 29 like to do. Or what can we do to resolve these issues? Like, he's always got a smart ass mouth in the morning. Like, I grew past that stuff. Now, just give me Tam and Matt, and I'm cool.
I don't even. You know how I used to watch the news like that? I don't know when the last time I seen Anderson Cooper. I don't watch the news like that no more.
Yeah.
I don't watch it. Because it's always the same thing. I was excited to watch this whole Ketanji Brown Jackson hearing. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't watch it. First of all, I'm getting tired of hearing about Ukraine and Russia. Somebody should have took Vladimir Putin out a long time ago.
I think that they all need to get together and do it.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't understand how somebody like him is still, around. He's like our version. He's like our generation's Hitler. Mm-hmm. He's just doing all types of crazy things
and
for
thousands
power.
of people are being killed every day, or just about. And you're bombing schools, you're bombing
maternity hospitals, and I'm still I can't even believe that this man is still around after he had them people in Russia bomb that maternity hospital a week or two ago. Like, are you kidding me? These women in there with their babies, these babies in there, and you bombing it out?
Saying we don't want to go
fucking kidding me?
I just don't want this to be America's war. I think all the NATO, all y'all nations need to get together and do something and stop this.
I don't think Joe Biden wants to go that route because of the fact that he just got us out of our longest
war.
But
we got to do what we for the world. You want to call us the world police? We're the number one nation. We're going to have to get involved in some things we don't want to get involved in.
Yeah, we are going to have to. But I think that what he's trying to do, is, as well as other world leaders, is they're trying to put out these sanctions so that they won't have to go to war with this man.
It's not enough.
It's not. Kevin, I agree with you 1,000%. It's not enough because you see, it's making him even more upset, Putin. They're putting these sanctions. But I think that this is what Joe Biden and other world leaders are doing so that they won't have to go to war. You know what I mean? Listen, maybe if we cut off these banks, maybe if we cut off these American stores like McDonald's, maybe if we cut off this, then we won't have to go. Even more. But it's making him kill even more, and we're doing this, and then it's not enough for a lot of us. But then if we go to war, then you're going to have people saying, but that's not our place to go to war. So it's kind of like, damned if he does, and damned if he doesn't.
But then, what about the innocent people who are just being murdered every day, and we're not doing nothing about it?
Yeah, but look at this. You see how we're saying we're not, but there's other NATO countries.
But we could supply. All of them could give them the supplies that they need. I guess they're waiting for Ukraine to join. But see, that's the thing. Putin don't want Ukraine to join NATO. But see, this is why Ukraine should have joined a long time ago. Yeah.
Well, they're having that, emergencies meeting in Europe this week. All of the world leaders and Biden's flying over there.
They need to do something.
Yeah, they need to. Because this is out of hand. It really
like,
is.
you don't see, like, can you imagine just, you minding your own business, somebody say, you know what, I'm going to just come on in here and just blow everything up.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can, because it actually happened to us. September 11th.
Yeah.
Everybody's minding their business that day.
Mm-hmm.
Literally minding their business. And then what these terrorists do, they took 4 planes and flew 3 of them into buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. We've never seen anything like that happen in any other country on earth. That happened to us where people took planes, hijacked them, and flew them into buildings. Like, when have we ever seen anything like that before? We've never seen like that before or since.
Nope.
So we've had our fair share of,
I just hope we don't have to worry about that. But remember, I don't want to get into it because I don't want you to shut it down. But you remember when everybody was a terrorist though coming here?
Yeah. But you know what? It was it was a heightened time. People did not know. Like for instance, that video that I just posted on YouTube, that new video, and I saw you leave a comment like, where the fuck did this come from?
Yes.
But that's actually a long video. So I follow all of these different World Trade Center pages on Instagram. Like these different Instagram pages basically showing like pictures and videos of the World Trade Center over the years. And this one particular page that I follow, they posted that video. Now that video is like a 5-minute video, but I just broke it down to when that second plane, whatever the case may be. But I was telling somebody in the comments, just imagine the thousands of footage that we've never seen from people who recorded that day. People who recorded stuff and probably died over the years, and so their family probably don't even know that this person has footage, or footage that people probably said, I don't want to release it. You know what I mean? Like, because we kind of see the same footage over and over, but just imagine the people who recorded that day on their camcorders, and we just have no clue because we've never seen it. Because that video, when I saw that video, I said, oh my God.
I can't believe that was 20 years ago.
20 years ago, right. And it's about to be 21 years in September. It's about to be 20. And it's so crazy because my little cousin who sells the beard stuff and whatever the case may be, he was born that year in January of 2001. And I remember I was talking to him about 9/11, and he and I were talking about it in in our DMs, and you can just tell that as you're talking to somebody who is the same age as that, I was thinking to myself, damn, he really actually was a baby and has no clue of what happened that day.
It was
you know what I mean?
A crazy time.
A crazy time.
Everybody was trying to leave from the city. Buses wasn't running around. I had to walk from the bus station home because everybody was just trying to get home. They didn't tell us. Damn, we can't talk about this. But they didn't tell us in school about this other plane in Pennsylvania. They just like turn the TVs off and prepare for early dismissal.
Well, you know why? I think because I didn't know about I didn't know about here in Pennsylvania either, because I think at that time, you got to remember, it was in a rural area, and I think a lot of people probably didn't know if this was associated with what was going on. It was a lot that day. It was a lot. I told you about how my mom called up to the school and the office transferred her to the class that I was in. So when my teacher, Mr. Layton, answered the phone, he called me to the back of the room, and I'm thinking, who the fuck is on the phone with me? I answered the phone, I said hello, and the first thing I heard was, you better go straight home. That's what I heard. You better go straight home. So,
and that's what you did.
And where else was I going to go?
Yeah, I
was 14 on September 11, 2001. Yeah. Where else was I going to go after watching all this happen on TV?
Yeah, I went to work that day, and I was surprised because I worked the drive-through. Like I happened to work early, and they had the newspapers out later that day on what happened. And I go, my stupid ass, you got that today? Yes, I got it. Well, bitch, what are you talking like? I don't know. I was just surprised that a newspaper came out that fast about what happened that day. The Daily News.
But can you just imagine them newspaper people were printing up shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the evening news?
It was crazy.
Do we even have newspapers anymore?
Yes, but I'm not paying $3 for the Daily News. Wow. No. I remember Philadelphia Daily News was 50 cents. Okay. I used to get my
It was under $1. It sure was, and it had the price up on the top of the page.
Yeah, I would get my aunt I would go to the store and get Pepsi, a newspaper.
Your mom or your aunt?
My aunt. And a pack of Cool 100s.
Yeah.
I would get all of that stuff. That's when you go to the store
and
buy cigarettes.
Remember that? Because Bill used to send me to go get hers. Newport 100. I'll never forget. I was talking to somebody who was a little bit younger than me. They said, "You was able to go to the store and get cigarettes?" Yes. I go right, and they knew. Oh, that's Miss Bill's grandson. And I went to the Chinese store because it was my grandmother's house. And then the next corner was the Chinese store, and then the next corner after that was the Poppy store. I went to the Chinese store. They go there, Newport 100s, or that's when they still had the big cigarette machine that you pull the thing.
I haven't seen that in a long time, Kel. Now that's old school. I'm surprised you even remember that.
Kevin.
That is old school.
Yes, it was still around when we were kids, Kevin. Hello?
Yeah, you could buy your cigarettes with change.
Yeah.
You can't do that no more. Bitch.
And then the thing is, I would go to the store, Kevin, I'm telling you, my grandma, I was like 7. And my grandma would be sitting on the porch watching me go to the store and then come back with her cigarettes. And she would sit there smoking her cigarettes and drinking her coffee because she was a heavy coffee drinker. And that was life. That was life. You didn't think anything. What? You sending the kid to the store to get cigarettes?
Yes. Bitch, everybody. Yes. What, are you kidding me? Yeah, and you could take the
change or the dollar.
Change or the food stamp book to the store.
Oh, remember the food stamp book.
You better have that book to pull that $5 or $10.
And this was before the EBT card.
Yes.
There was no EBT card. Yeah. There was a book of money, of brown and blue money and green.
Right. See, my mom never made it to the card. But she would buy, give people the money and they would give her the card. And she was always at the market with somebody's card. And she got one time.
I know, I remember.
Remember, and he disappeared for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll get her like that.
30 years.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's good come, yeah. Mm-mm. But yeah, that was our childhood. I remember that.
Yeah. And I remember when Pepsi used to be in glass bottles.
That's when sodas used to be in a glass bottle. Yeah. And the Pepsi was a white, what's the name?
Yeah.
The white wrapper, not the blue like it is now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was white, red, white, and blue. It was red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue. I remember clear Pepsi. I remember Clona Pepsi. Mm-hmm. I remember Pepsi had a contest back in the 90s where people were saving those caps. Mm-hmm. To win certain prizes.
Yep. Oh God, because when you inside of the cap, it would have the words or whatever was going on. Mm-hmm. You could win a concert. You could win any money. Oh, remember that?
Bitch, we was.
You look under a cap today. All you see is date 2/27/23.
We was trying to win. Okay, that was just it was like a summer of something.
It's so crazy that that type of stuff totally does not exist anymore.
No.
It does not exist.
Because these people be scamming. So McDonald's didn't even know. Oh my God. Have you ever even heard of McMillions?
No, I don't think I have.
Mikkel, it tells the whole story of the Monopoly game and how certain people had the pieces that work for the company. And this one guy was controlling people's winnings. Like he would pick who he wanted to win. Mm-hmm. And then he would tell them, every time you get your annuity, you're going to give me a portion. And then they was able to just, they were able to find the people that won. And some of them they set up to get them on their side. Mikkel, it is a good documentary. 6 episodes, 1 hour long each. And the wife of the guy who was part of the company that had the special pieces, she tells everything.
Well, you know what? Telling me this story reminds me of this new show that's coming out on, I think it's Stars or Showtime, with Julia Roberts. It's so crazy because just the other day I was trying to figure out where the fuck is Julia Roberts, my favorite actress. Well, Julia Roberts is coming out in this new show on one of them networks, Showtime or Stars, where she's playing a real life woman from the 70s, Martha something. Her husband was a part of Richard Nixon's
cabinet.
He was Attorney General, and she was somebody who knew all the shit that was going on with Watergate and what brought Nixon down. And she became popular in the 70s because she was known throughout the social circle in DC as somebody who ran her mouth. And so a lot of TV shows back then in the 70s was having her come on so she could run her mouth. And she was doing it. And so I read up about her, and they said one year Time Magazine did this poll saying that more Americans knew who she was than somebody else. And it was just like, because they knew of her as Gossamer. And when you saying that just reminded me, when you said something about his wife knowing everything, it just reminded me of this lady because she was married to this attorney and she knew everything. And I can't wait to see it because I saw the trailer and it looks so...
Is she still alive today?
No, she died in the 70s. She died like 2 years after Watergate.
But they killed her? Oh, God.
Well, from the trailer, it kind of makes it think that they killed her. But when I read about it, she had... Something happened to her, but...
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happened.
My sister just called. I'm sorry. She said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. It's okay. Okay, I'm sorry. This needs to hurry up and get fixed with this Instagram being down. Not Instagram, Apple.
Yeah, Apple is down today. I mean, it's okay because it doesn't happen every day.
Yeah, but I don't want it to start happening.
Yeah. Sometimes things happen. Ooh. Oh, no. Did you look at that headline? Ain't nobody got time for that.
She trying to get that money.
Ain't that much money to get. Ooh. Her daughter look just like her. Go ahead, Remy. What is Remy doing?
Sitting down minding her business with her husband.
Fat Joe looks good.
Would you,
No. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, though, I had an experience.
Would somebody like Fat Joe?
No.
Oh.
Huh? It wasn't black. I can tell you that. I can tell you there's no black. I don't know if they white. Definitely it had some Asian, but I didn't.
Oh. Did you put it in your mouth?
Why would you ask me something like that on camera?
Oh, sorry.
If this is a podcast, I would definitely answer.
Sorry.
I just had a good time.
Okay. Were you here or at the club? Oh, I thought because you know you did say you were out.
I did get somebody's phone number that night, which is, I don't know. But I'm not, you know what I'm not doing? Okay.
Is that why your bed's messed up?
No, I slept in it, bitch. I didn't make it up.
Oh, so where'd y'all do that?
In the bed. That's my work stuff on my bed, my coat and my...
No, I know, but I'm thinking, because I'm so used to your bed being made.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it and like...
When I woke up this morning, no, I got up, let me tell you. I felt good this morning when I woke. Some mornings I'd be like, I don't feel like it. It's my ladies, bitch. Let me call them. Oh no, bitch. I got up out of bed. I was ready. I was ready to work. I worked today. And it just came fast. I said, bitch, are we recording? You said, yeah. And then when you said early, I said, oh, yes, I get to leave at 2:30. Yes. Because they know I don't always leave at 2:30. They're like, what time are you leaving today? What time are you leaving today?
So what time did you go in?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
I start before... If I clock in before 5:45, I get paid an extra 15 minutes on Mondays and Tuesdays. So, you know, I clocked in early because you know me, I'm born with Barbara's children. Sometimes I clock in 5:57, 5:56. Like I be pushing it, but on my Monday mornings I don't play about getting in on time.
So at 6 o'clock you got to be at your desk and answering that phone.
Yes, bitch. Bitch, when I signed in this morning, that phone went off. I'm like, okay. Now, somebody called this morning. I was trying to help them get their money back. Do you know he was being an ass the whole time? Like, he just kept talking and talking and talking. So I didn't say anything. I'm doing my job. So he's like, oh, so why you not saying anything? I said, sir, I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to do my job. I'm saying, I'm trying to help you.
Right.
So I said, first of all, you keep talking while I'm trying to see what's going on and where you may have got charged where you shouldn't have got charged. And he just kept going and going and going. I said, you know what, sir? I'm going to place you on hold. So I placed him on hold.
I'm the king of hold.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the king of hold.
Oh, I don't feel like arguing.
Yeah, I'm the king of hold.
I don't like all that arguing. I'm going to place you on hold. So he hung up because he got put on hold.
And you know what I do? When I put him on hold, I usually put him on hold, get up and go to the bathroom. Or go get some,
oh my God.
Or go get some ice. See, because my job is a little different than yours.
Yeah,
you actually have people monitor you, listening to you.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're going to hold.
Yeah. So he...
especially if you get nasty. You're really going to hold.
Yeah. And mind you, he calls back. No, I called him back. I'm trying to tell him, listen, so I found out what happened. Don't you know? He's like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. He wanted to rush me off the phone. Oh, no. So I'm not going to give you your money back. No, what am I doing?
Yeah.
What are you, like, I'm trying to help.
Help you.
I literally try to help my customers. But if you being a rude ass, come on.
That's why I put them on hold, and they're going to stay on hold.
Like,
so I feel like coming off a hold.
And then when I looked at his notes, oh my God, Mikhail, rude customer was very rude, customer aggressive.
So he calls. So they don't even realize that when they call y'all are putting in notes with how the customer was.
Yeah. He was just an asshole, stupid. Like, I don't know, but it was him. It was just him. But everybody else today was cool. When you tell people they saving money on something, or you found a discrepancy somewhere, they love to hear that. Like, I was able to help a man get $153 back. Like, I was like, oh, look at these charges. And I helped him. He was so happy.
Right.
He was so happy. Like, some people appreciate it and some people are just assholes. But I don't let these people stress me out. I'm not arguing. I'm telling you what it is, and I'm going to give you this option. What do you want to do? Now, if you if they keep talking, I just shut up. When you don't, when you shut up, and they still talking, then they shut up. Then they be like, oh, okay, well, what are you going to do? Like, oh, I was waiting for you to finish. I was just letting you vent, and all this and that. But I'm not here to argue with people, and sometimes people do get your blood pressure up because they want. Yeah. It's not like that. Sometimes the system's slow. I can't help you right now. Can you wait 1 moment, please? Let me place you on hold. It happens. Like, I'm just not letting these people stress me out. At first, I was, because I would go back and forth, and I would win. Because if I'm not sending, if my supervisor, if you're not asking for a supervisor callback, then I'm handling all my situations. I'm just telling you what it is. I told one customer, oh my God, I said, you just don't like the outcome of this, or you don't like the results of this, and I can't change that for you. But that's what it is. It's nothing nobody else can do in here. So you can talk to the supervisor, but they're going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you. So I'm trying to help you. And, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Right. But I would say 98% of my calls I handle.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I don't play that, let me get a supervisor. They call. Can I speak to a supervisor? Oh, before I do that, I got to see what the problem is.
Right.
Then I be handling my goddamn stuff. Oh, such. I love what I do. I love customer service. And I am really glad that I'm at a place where I really like going to. Like, I can see if it was dreadful and, I gotta look at this person. Oh my God. No, I love doing what I do. I love my job. And it's always good when you're at a place where you love. And nothing like it. I forgot what we were supposed to be talking about, but let me get back to Sierra. Child, I don't know if she's pregnant or not. Looking from that video, did you see the viral video, Sierra?
No, but there is one video I saw of her that she kind of does look pregnant, but she was in a video by herself. She may be pregnant.
Yeah, I think so. And then so, Sierra, get as many kids, as long as y'all happy, that's all that matters.
And that's your husband.
Yeah.
That's what the Bible says. Be fruitful and multiply.
And y'all don't ever have to worry about money.
Right.
Y'all fine. Y'all good. Aunjanue Ellis. First. Wendy Williams. I don't know if Wendy Williams is going to be the same. I listened to the little thing where TJ Holmes interviewed her for Good Morning America. She sounded like herself, but you could tell something was still a little bit off. And then somebody got on the phone and started talking for her about the situation with Wells Fargo. But Wendy, she definitely wanted to be back on TV. But Wendy, I think you probably you don't even have to do TV. If you did a podcast, I think you probably could knock out Joe Rogan as the number one person on a podcast. That's how much I think people love Wendy. People that don't even know about podcasts, they will find a way to listen to Wendy Williams because they've been listening to her for over 30 years or more. So, Wendy, I just think maybe, okay, you did TV, now it's time to find a new venture. But good luck to you and everything. Now, Aunjanue Ellis, I just want to talk about her because she wrote Will Smith a letter. And she said that, I don't think I got paid fair for this movie.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. The movie with King Richard.
I know what movie she's talking about.
Yeah.
She said all that and during all this big buzz about the movie and all that.
Yeah.
Wasn't she nominated for Oscar?
Yes.
And she said that?
Mm-hmm. She told Will Smith, she wrote him a letter. I don't think that I was paid fairly for my role. She said Will Smith gave all of them bonuses for that movie, King Richard. And like, sometimes you agree to do the movie just because you know it's something about that script, I guess. Because I'm like, but I was thinking, but you signed on to this. Nobody forced you to sign on. But I guess she just knew. And I'm trying to tell y'all, she doesn't make a lot of noise in this movie. But when she got Richard together in that kitchen, that's why she got that nomination. Because they didn't nominate, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of shows didn't nominate her. But she got nominated for if you got nominated for an Oscar, you know you did a damn good job.
Right.
For only a couple minutes. Like, she's in the movie, but she's not as vocal as she was to that scene. And she got Richard together in that kid. Look at Horace Price. She needs her own movie to her side of the story. But, yeah, so I'm happy that Will Smith did that. That he gave her extra money and everybody, all the other actors in that film, they all got bonuses because she spoke up and said something. But I still don't think it's right that they don't have equal pay for the men and the women in these industries. But I really do think it's based on who is the one putting asses in the seat at the movie theater. And that's what I think they go based on. It's based on your popularity. I don't know if there should be a set pay for everybody in movies. I don't know. But I do know that your background, your nomination, your wins, that should definitely play a part in your salary. Being bumped up. But I don't want everybody to be like Monique in the situation. You know, or people like you, somebody black win an Oscar, and then it's downhill. When it should be the uprising of their win. We've seen so many people, Cuba Gooding Jr., Halle Berry, Jennifer Hudson. The only one that I say is taking like, she paid attention to the role she take is what's the one from The Help? Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer. They're not doing just no itty bitty. They're not doing roles just to do them. They're doing roles that make sense. And we don't get that with a lot of our actors that win Best Supporting Actress or Best Supporting Actor. You don't really see that anymore. I'm just hoping that they could find a way to pay people the amount. But how do you determine how much a person is worth for?
That's what I'm saying, because
we need to ask somebody that.
I feel like she only, and this is nothing taken away from her, because I know y'all see me, but I'm listening to everything that's going on. It's nothing taken away from her, because she's a great actress. But yes. I think she only said that because now she's getting all this buzz, awards, and now you're coming out and saying, "Oh, I wasn't paid enough." Mm-hmm. But you knew you wasn't paid enough when you signed that that acceptance letter. Now that you've been nominated for an Oscar and all these other awards, now I feel like I wasn't paid enough.
I think she probably did it before. But I'm just saying.
Well, if she did it before, she should have did it before she signed her name on the ink or signed her name on them papers.
Right.
Because if you really felt that way, you would have never signed your name on them papers because you would have been one of those people that says, I didn't go through with it because I felt like they weren't paying me enough. Because there's a lot of people who do that.
Yeah, but they probably don't want to be looked at as difficult and can't get a job. Because you know Hollywood is a game.
It is a game. But I would rather do that than to then turn around and call out somebody like Will Smith. Mm-hmm. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I don't think she would do that.
You don't do that.
Yeah. I don't think she would have did that.
Because this way, listen, if she would have did this beforehand, then it wouldn't have looked like she was calling out Will Smith. It looked like she was calling out the people on payroll. Yeah. But now you called out Will Smith.
Yeah,
Will Smith's name is not on the checks. Mm-hmm. He may be a producer or whatever, but come on, you called him out. It's not right. It's not right.
Something got to be done. Cause what's her name? Somebody from The Help was saying that about another actress, how she helped get somebody else money up. It's just not, I don't know. We got to get some people in the industry that can probably help us understand this. How do you determine what someone's worth is based on the salary? Is it by the amount of tickets they sell in the previous films? I don't know. Because so many people say they receive lowball offers. And I'm about to say, you in this movie industry, you should know. I don't know.
Who, me?
Yeah. That's your thing.
Well, I just think, it just all depends on, the star, what they bring. Like, for instance, at one point, I don't know if she still does it, but we were just talking about Julia Roberts. At one point, Julia Roberts was bringing home $20 million a movie.
Yeah, I don't think she's doing that anymore.
I don't think she's doing that anymore. Right. But 20 years ago, she was.
Yeah.
Julia Roberts is not the same Julia Roberts from 20 years ago. I know for a fact somebody like Meryl Streep is still bringing that money in.
And The Rock is the highest paid.
You understand what I'm saying?
And he don't even got that many.
So it just all depends on who. It all depends on who you are. It also all depends on your movie selling. Are you bringing people to the theater? Mm-hmm. Those type of things.
That's tough.
That's
tough. I don't know. So so then last week we talked about Monique and stuff. Where does she fit in with Hollywood now? Like, if she was
what, as far as pay?
Like, if she was the comeback, not even pay. Like, would you put her in a starring role or something like supporting?
Monique has only been
like a supporting.
Monique is a supporting actress. She is.
Her only lead, she did Fat Girls.
Yeah, but
that was a long time
but that's
ago.
we're talking about big movies.
Yeah.
Precious, she wasn't even a starring. She wasn't the star. She was a supporting, but she was a big supporter. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Kind of like Oprah in The Color Purple.
Right.
Whoopi was the star. Oprah was a supporting actress in that film, but Oprah. You quote a lot of Oprah's lines in that movie. Like she was a star. Yeah. But she wasn't.
Yeah, and we quote Monique too.
And we quote Monique too. Like she was a star. And she wasn't.
You put that bitch in my buzz. Yeah, I don't know. But we gotta figure out what's fair and what's not fair. Like, I don't know. But I think that Monique, she probably got a good case against Netflix too. We haven't really heard anything about it. I don't know if they want to settle, but something's definitely going to go on. But I don't know, how do you have a set payment for actors and actresses and movies? Is it based on their Instagram followers, social media? I don't know.
Right.
The rapper Lotto says that she won a song. This is the last one because I'm done. She has a rapper. She wants to put on her album, and she's trying to get the clearance for him to be on her album, but he's trying to sleep with her. Now, she won't say who it is because she respects him, and people saying that it's Kodak.
Kodak Black?
Kodak Black.
Oh, I thought it was somebody. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, they think it's Kodak Black. And can you imagine him?
Ill. Even after a shower, ill. Mm. Did you see that video of him and Ray J in Mar-a-Lago recently meeting Donald Trump? No. Oh my God.
So Ray J's a Donald Trump fan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but who pays attention to Ray J? Yeah. No one ever really does. Like that song says, is that Brandy's brother? Or wherever how it goes. Yeah. But anyway.
Wait a minute, ain't that Brandy's?
Yeah, hello? But Donald Trump had an event at his house recently, like a fundraiser or whatever he had, like last week. And Ray J was invited because he claims that he supports a lot of Donald Trump's policies or whatever the case may be. And he thought it to be a good idea to invite Kodak Black with him since Donald Trump pardoned him. And apparently him and Kodak Black had never met. So he brought him to Mar-a-Lago. You had to see Kodak Black standing there introducing himself to Donald Trump. Donald Trump sitting in a chair. He's like, oh yeah, this is a good guy. They don't know each other. Mm-hmm. Kodak Black standing there looked like a kid about to get his ass whooped by his father because he got caught stealing. Just looking stupid. Wow. Okay, just looking stupid. And I'm just like, it's a word that I want to use, but I'm not going to use it. Right. But I'm just like, look at this. And his master's face. Look at Samuel L. Jackson. If you ever seen Django, then you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But I don't put anything past. Yeah, I don't put anything past these black rappers and these black men nowadays. You know, a lot of these black men are staunch Donald Trump supporters. Yeah. They are. And a lot of these business owners are supporters of Donald Trump when it comes to the incentives and all these things he's gotten for business owners while he was president. And that's why a lot of them like him. But he was getting that shit for y'all because he knew how to work the fucking system when he was doing what he was doing. Yeah. I mean, let's call a thing what it is. Let's call a thing a thing. Okay? Because I'm not even going to say somebody that I know personally who told me, well, when Donald Trump was in office, and you know.
Do I know?
Yes! But.
Oh, God.
Not on the other stuff, but because of the business stuff. Because they benefited and they saw the benefits from what Donald Trump was doing for business owners. So they were like, well, it worked for us. Mm-hmm. You know, and a lot of business owners are loving Donald Trump when it comes to that. Like, well, we got all this stuff when he was in office. Now Joe Biden's in. We're not getting it.
Y'all can't win all the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, if you feel that, you better not even go to that ballot box and press that button. I wish you would. All the shit that we done seen our country go through for the last 4 years, I can only imagine what would happen if someone Trump-like or Donald Trump takes over. Bitch, y'all been talking about moving, I think I might move to Canada. I'll be a Canadian, bitch. I'll deal with 0 degree weather. Because I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of our country just...
tired.
Everything is just race and this and that. Like, you get tired of that.
Somebody like Donald Trump came in and just started stirring the pot.
Yeah, and they were already for it because it was dormant inside of them.
Yeah,
all this time. But now you had somebody else that did it for you. Now you feel comfortable doing it because you feel like you won't be held accountable for it. And I'm so tired of hearing about this lie. You haven't done anything but talk about this. You fucking lost. You said that if you lost to Joe Biden, you would go somewhere and never come back. Why are you still here? You were addicted to that power. You loved the power that you had. I want to know what is taking them so long to indict him if they want to indict him. What is taking so long? I'm done, you guys.
Right. What is taking so long, Kevin?
I don't know.
Everybody's going to jail with Donald Trump.
Yeah. Everybody.
What is taking so long?
Everybody. And if they don't do anything, then like if they lock him up or if they put charges against him, then they'll be able to, like, how you a criminal, you running, you talking about lock Hillary up, lock you up.
Right.
Like, come on.
On a lighter note, before we go, can I just say this?
Yes.
Rest in peace to one of the greatest vocal goats in gospel history. She was a soprano, LaShawn Pace. She died today. And I mean, her voice was just anointed. I mean, God really was dancing on her vocal cords when he created them. But I'll say this to the Shade Room. How dare you send out a rest in peace post of LaShawn Pace posting a video of her sister singing. And then in your caption, you basically say the reason why you posted this video of her sister singing and not LaShawn Pace, who has hundreds of videos out there that you could have pulled from. You could have actually did one of them slides that y'all do. You could have did that. That would have been a little better. You posted that video because this particular song, Act Like You Know, has went popular on TikTok in the past few weeks. But you say that you posted it because of that and also because of the fact that LaShawn wrote the song. Yeah, but that's not her singing. It's her sister. That's like saying that's like Beyonce passing and you using a video of Kelly singing while Beyonce is standing there and saying, well, Beyonce wrote the song. Yeah, but that's not Beyonce singing the song.
Right. Wait, before you get back to LaShawn, Beyonce, your team messed up too, but Tamar said that.
I know. But it was all fine. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Beyonce saying happy birthday, Mikhail, using my picture?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but this be quiet, Mikhail. Because, I mean, how is she supposed to know?
Go back. All right, go back. All right, LaShawn, you got the floor. It's yours.
Don't do my girl. Because I was looking like, well, I would have got confused too.
Do you know that was mad? Wait a minute, because you know I started reading the comments again, and they were mad at me.
Why?
Because they felt like I didn't let you speak about Tracy.
Oh no.
I'm like, they're like, yeah, because I'm tired of you always opening the video and you just talk. So not only that in the video, you do that on the podcast, and you never let Mikhail.
That's not true.
Speak.
First of all, what you said about Tracy, there was nothing for me to say, and I think I actually said something about us having fun whenever. I think I did.
We always had a good time.
You know, a lot of you may follow me on live, and so I said a lot on live when she passed. I got on my live and I talked about it twice, but. Everything Kevin said that day, I agreed with. There was really nothing else for me to say about it because I had actually said something about it on live. And, you know, if you don't follow me,
they might be
unfortunately. Yeah, but I did talk about it on my live. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes he may say stuff and I totally agree with him. And then, so there's no reason for me to then turn around
and say the same
thing. Because he said everything I was going to say.
Right. But yeah, I guess they wanted to. Now y'all hear it, okay? Now I read the comments now.
But back to LaShawn, the Shade Room, y'all tried it, and then there's actually people defending them. Oh well, if you read the comment, they said, yeah, but that doesn't even make sense. No. There are hundreds, and I mean hundreds of videos on YouTube of LaShawn Pace singing different songs over the years that she's been singing. And the fact that they chose to do a rest in peace post using a song that her sister is singing. Whether LaShawn wrote the song or not, her sister is singing in the clip. And then somebody had to say, well, LaShawn, you see LaShawn in the clip too. Yeah, but, and you know, that's what even makes it worse. Because in that full clip, LaShawn actually is singing, but they cut it off before she starts singing. What the fuck? Listen, somebody at the Shade Room fucked up. Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. You know what I mean? Y'all fucked up. Y'all wanted to post a video clip of a song that went popular on TikTok a few weeks ago. Okay, fine. Y'all could have still used that clip, but used it in a slide clip where you're showing different clips of LaShawn Pace singing, and then at the end you use that clip by saying, "And this is a popular song that went popular that she wrote." Mm-hmm. But instead, y'all use that video of just her sister singing, and that's it.
Shade Room, I'm not gonna curse y'all out because I mean y'all. Yeah, most of the time y'all got the stories right sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't like that. Because LaShawn Pace was one of my favorites. She was one of my favorites, Kevin. I mean, woman could blow down. And I just feel like that's a little insulting to do that. Like I said, it would be so insulting if something happened to Beyonce and you use a video of Kelly singing it and saying, oh, well, Beyonce wrote the song and she's standing next to Kelly while she's singing it. So what's the problem? But that's not Beyonce singing.
Right. I don't...
Like, come on. Like, hello?
When Beyonce go, I bet you they get the picture right.
They're going to get the picture right.
Nothing wrong.
They're going to get everything the fuck right. Because they're going to hear from me if they don't. You didn't get this right?
Right.
But then you fixed the one. You wait, because then you didn't fix that one? Well, then you fixed the one that I do. You know. What she say? You didn't.
She said, if you ain't want to fix this one, then you will fix the one.
No, that's not what she said. That's not what she said. She said, if you don't pay for this one, but then you pay for the one I did get.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do.
Yeah. They give her a big washing machine.
Don't play with me. Don't do that. That's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Period. And for those of you out here trying to defend that, that's not right. It's not right. You know what that reminds me of? When my uncle passed a few years ago. My uncle passed, so I was in charge of doing his obituary. So I got all the pictures and everything. And then we're going to go because I really have to go. I got all the pictures and stuff for his obituary. So there was one particular picture of my grandfather. And of course, my grandfather and his kids look alike because those are his kids. They look, all 10 of his kids look like him and my grandmother because they laid down together and had 10 kids. So there was this one picture that I wanted to be in the center of the obituary when you open it. But it was a picture of my uncle and his girlfriend that I wanted to be in the center because they had been together for 30 years. Mm-hmm. Thank God when the people at the funeral, when they do the obituaries, they send you a copy first so you can approve everything. When I looked at it on my phone, I said, wait a minute, y'all did something wrong. The middle picture that y'all have is not my uncle. That's my grandfather. So when I called the guy said, oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was your uncle because they look so much alike. I said, no, because that's his father. But that's not him. And that's not the picture I asked you to do. Do what I asked you to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And let's say you put the picture of him
and he did. He eventually switched it the way he wanted to. But he thought that the picture of my grandfather was a picture of my uncle when my uncle was younger. Mm-hmm. And I said, no, that's not my uncle. That's my grandfather. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was him. No. And I didn't even actually put that picture there.
Period.
You
can't do what you want to do.
You want to do what you want to do.
Not somebody paying you.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
And not when Mikkel's overseeing it. I said, sir, you did this wrong. So you got to do it again. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I remember y'all was on the phone back and forth.
Yeah. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Y'all got it right though.
I think you are. Fuck my uncle, shut up. You're going to do this right. And you're going to do it right today. And you're not going to send me no obituaries of the wrong damn picture. You're not going to give me no other 10 more damn days because I said, and you're not going to send me no other damn obituary because I said something about it. Okay?
I mean, they was literally hours and y'all was still on that phone proving.
Me, right?
Picture.
Remember?
That was ridiculous. Yeah. That should be already done. All right, let me stop getting mad about that. And I had nothing to do with it.
But I blame my mom and my aunts and them because they put me in charge. Mm-hmm. I mean, I got it done. One of my aunts called me after the funeral and was like, oh, you did such a good job with this obituary. I said, yeah, I know. Because none of y'all did it.
But they probably wouldn't know what to start and
no,
probably just arguing about facts.
They were. Mm-hmm. I said, wow, y'all really... You know, and my uncle, he was the only one out of my grandparents' 10 kids that never had any children. Mm. He never had any children. He was the only one out of 10 children that never had any children. And so, you know... His girlfriend, who I look at, I hate to call her his girlfriend because they were together before I was born. They just never got married. So I look at her as his wife. But she did not necessarily know how to do any of that stuff because she never really had to do it. You know what I mean? So they didn't want to, my uncle, my aunts, they didn't want to do it. So I wasn't. My cousin was supposed to do it. Then at the last minute, she decided to do it. So then she called me and said, well, can you do it? Because I said, well, yeah. I'll do it.
You like to play at everybody else's funeral.
I do.
You could do
That's why they call me. Yeah.
Mikkel would be a funeral crash. You show up, take a view to Vadi and leave.
Yeah. You know why I like going to different funerals too? Because I like to see different funeral homes work. Mm-hmm. To see because if you say a funeral home that I've been to their funeral, like I've been to a funeral that they did, and I think they're working stuff, and they say, oh yeah, because so and so got the body. I'm like,
You just turn your head.
Why you do that, Raquel? Well, I've been. You seen that work for?
My phone. I thought my phone was dying.
All right, y'all. I gotta go.
We gotta go. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all. Hopefully, let me know what your schedule is, please.
I will.
I'm gonna do a podcast. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. And get those letters in the scorpionshow@gmail.com. Peace.
What's this? This for your mouth?
Oh, that's a oral. Yeah.
Oh,
Ain't nothing wrong.
Just something.